Gute! Today is February 1st, 2026, and I'm taking a hands-on look at Qwen3-TTS, the newly open-source text-to-speech family from the Qwen team. Qwen3-TTS brings together voice design, a 3-second voice cloning, and instruction-based voice control with support for Chinese, English, Japanese, Korean, German, French, Russian, Portuguese, Spanish, and Italian. In this tutorial, I'll take a look at the GitHub repository and play around with their Huggingface demo space. To make everything easy to follow, I've created a Google Colab notebook that you can use as a starting point and adapt for your own experiments. In it, I will show you how to start web UI, generate voices from descriptions in English and German, and clone voices from short reference samples. If you enjoy practical hands-on AI voice tutorials like this one, consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. And do not forget to share my channel with other open source voice technology enthusiasts. Wow! That's all for today. This is all for the introduction, and now let's go. Let's start taking a look to their GitHub page, and as always, all the links in the description box below. So first of all, the license, it is Apache 2 licensed, and they gained 6,000 stars already since their release 1 week ago. So let's take a look to their commit history, and you can see their initial commit has just been last week. So just 1 week, 6,000 stars on GitHub. I mean, I'm not really jealous because it took me over 3 years to gain 10,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel, but so they got 6,000 stars in 1 week. The code is purely Python based, as you can see here. On top of the README, you can see some links to Huggingface, model information blocks, a demo space. We'll take a closer look in a moment. And we have this one news here, so from January 22nd, where they released their initial release. And this contains 2 models. We have a 0.6 billion model, a parameters model, and a 1.7 billion parameters model. Here you can see Qwen text-to-speech covers 10 major languages, so Chinese, English, Japanese, Korean, German, French, Russian, Portuguese, Spanish, and Italian. And here you can see intelligent text understanding and voice control. So this is this type of voice design where you can describe attributes for your voice, timbre, emotion, prosody. So these types of information to design and create a text or textual described AI voice. In this table you can see a comparison of the features depending on their models. Again, we have this 1.7 billion parameters models, and we have these 0.6 billion parameters models here. In the quick start section, they create a Python 3.12 virtual environment using Conda. And you can install it pretty simple using Qwen-TTS Python package. We will come to that in a moment when we take a look to my Google Colab notebook. In general, they provide lots of Python code snippets and examples for all their use cases, voice design and voice cloning. So pretty good documentation here on their README. I have to say, I guess they deserve the 6,000 stars in 1 week. Before we hop onto their Huggingface demo space to play a little bit around with, let's take a short look to their blog post here. Let's scroll down to the audio samples, and you can see here some control instructions mentioned here. So here's control instruction, gender, male, pitch, low pitch. So describing your design voice. And we have this text here. So let's just listen to this sample.
9 different, exciting ways of cooking sausage. Incredible! There were 3 outstanding deliveries in terms of the sausage being the hero. The first dish that we want to dissect, this individual...
Okay, let's listen to a Chinese sample, which I cannot understand at all.
可昭日月，为何您竟信那毒妇谗言，将我打入冷宫？这信比血还凉。
Okay, I do not understand any word, but I understand or can feel the emotion, which is pretty impressive. So feel free to take a look to their blog post, including lots and lots of audio samples. At first, let's stick with the default and use the first option here, voice design, with the default text, language English, and just hit generate. Generation took about 20 seconds here, and let's listen to the result.
It's in the top drawer. Wait, it's empty? No way, that's impossible. I'm sure I put it there.
Okay, I can hear this hint of panic in the voice, so pretty impressive, in my opinion. Please let me know what you think. And now let's take another sample. I've entered the text. This is just a short example. Even if it is a neutral text, I am curious if we can still hear the panic as requested in voice description. Took around 27 seconds, and let's listen to the result.
This is just a short example. Even if it is a neutral text, I'm curious if we can still hear the panic as requested in voice description.
I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. Good job. So let's switch to my mother tongue. So let's use a German test. So I just entered a German text phrase here. Das ist nur ein ganz langweiliger, neutraler und ziemlich inhaltsleerer Satz. Hier bin ich auf die Panik in der Stimme gespannt. Which basically translates to, this is a boring, neutral and empty phrase. I'm curious on the panic in this AI voice. And let's hit generate. The voice description is still in English, so no change in the voice description. See what we got.
Das ist nur ein ganz langweiliger, neutraler und ziemlich inhaltsleerer Satz. Hier bin ich auf die Panik in der Stimme gespannt.
This is not as good as it is in English. So in English, the panic, I could hear the panic. In German, it is not really panic. Let's take a look to the voice clone tab here. So you can upload your reference audio and the reference text. So what you have spoken, obviously, in the reference audio. And then you can enter the text your cloned AI voice should speak then. I could do this here, but I would like to hop on to my Google Colab notebook because I've added this into my notebook as Python code. So we'll play around with the Google Colab notebook now. If you go on my Thorsten-Voice GitHub repository, you can see a YouTube folder, and inside that folder you can see the Qwen3-TTS notebook. Just open it here, and you can see the code of the Google Colab. Copy the URL of this notebook and go to colab.google.com and hit File, Open Notebook, GitHub here, and paste the GitHub URL here. This will directly open this Google Colab notebook I've created for you in the Google Colab environment. So you can see on the right upper corner we have a T4, so a GPU that you can choose from in the Google Colab environment. Once connected, let's go through the notebook step by step. So the first step is to import Torch on the Python dependency level and install a system socks package to do some audio magic. So to run this special step, here's this play button. Whoa. I'm old and I wear glasses, but this is really a big icon, so big screen zoom. But let's hit this big play button here. While running the task, it is rotating that circle. Okay, it took 13 seconds, and you can see the output here, so the installation and dependency stuff and all of this. So let's go to the next script block here. I've added this to do some GPU checks and give out or print out some CUDA information. Let's hit play. And we can see we have one GPU in this notebook called Tesla T4 with a total memory of around 14 gigabytes of memory. And now the actual magic. Let's run pip install Qwen Qwen3-TTS. Task finished, and you can see the typical output when you install Python packages using the Python package management pip. And next step is, according to their README, to reduce GPU memory requirements, you can install this flash attention. So let's run this task. Step completed. Before we run the next task, so proxy localhost port to external network, let's go one step further. And the next step will be to run the web UI, and this will be bound to some sort of localhost or 000 port, not 172.0.0.1, but to a not reachable port when you run it on Google Colab, and the port will be 8000. And this task means this magical fairy dust code block is to proxy, that's local port 8000, to an external available URL. So let's hit play, and output will be some sort of cryptical URL, which is reachable then from my local system. And next task is to open the Qwen3-TTS demo. You can run it with the 1.7 billion parameters model or with the 0.6 billion model. Let's run this task. And this will obviously download some model and model related checkpoints and configuration files. So once you can see this running on local URL as the output, let's go up to our proxy and open this URL in a new tab. Okay, so don't ask me why. During my testing, this cool code snippet here using this external proxying worked like a charm. Now it did not work. I have no idea why. So I did some testing and played a little bit around and found out that it is not required at all. So what you can do instead is, and I will update my Google Colab on my GitHub repository on that, you can see in the command running the Qwen web UI with the port 8000 or 8200, which I use for testing now, you can add --share, which will automatically not just running it on a local interface, but on a public available URL. So now you can see already a public URL, and now let's hit this one. Woohoo! Here we are. So finally we have the model, so you can see the Qwen3-TTS demo with the same fields we have seen on the official Huggingface space. So text to synthesize, a language to choose from, and some instructional or additional and optional instructions. Wow. Okay. Now, as we have got this, let's go back to the Jupyter Notebook, stop the running web UI process, and go one step further. And now we have voice design in English. This is the original block or code block from the GitHub repository. So what you can see here, we have this Qwen 1.7 billion parameters model, and we have the language English and a text we would like to synthesize. So this is a short test using English language with additional instructions, young male speaker with a happy tone. And this will be saved as output voice design.wave. You can hit on the left navigation bar, there's files, and you can see, let's refresh once, there's just this sample data output file. Now let's run this task here. Again, it will download some model related files. The task is finished, and when we refresh the file or listing here, we can see output voice design wave. So let's just download the file and let's listen.
This is a short test using English language.
So what do you think? Is it a young male speaker with a happy tone? So let me know in the comments. And the next step, let's do this step with a German phrase. Let's hit play, and I'm using the same 1.7 billion parameter model, and we have this text to be spoken. Das ist nur ein kleiner Test. So this is just a short test. And this time in German language and with an old female speaker with a happy tone. Result has been saved as voice design -de for German. So let's download this file too.
Das ist nur ein kleiner Test.
Okay, it's a female voice. She speaks German, but it's a heavy tone of English accent.
Das ist nur ein kleiner Test.
Not sure if I made something wrong or it's my mistake. Please let me know in the comments if you know what I'm doing wrong here. But the happy tone is missing, in my opinion, completely. So this at the beginning is not really happy. Again, you can use this Google Colab notebook as base and do some modifications for your own use case. Now let's go and see the voice cloning functionality, and you choose the model again, and here you have a reference audio text which you could record on the Huggingface official demo space, or you can use it here from some download source. Let's take this one. I've created a German and an English reference, a short reference phrase to be downloaded here. This is a simple reference phrase for voice cloning tests in multiple open source text-to-speech projects. And this is the transcript here, and this is the phrase I would like to be synthesized from my direct voice clone. So let's run this task. Task is finished. Let's refresh directory listing, and here we have the voice clone, and again download and listen. I'm curious how close this cloned voice will be compared to my original reference phrase. And I guess this is pretty close. So if we see, this is the text to be spoken. I'm curious on how close the voice. And let's just compare the original reference phrase. So this is the phrase I've recorded manually. This is a simple reference phrase for voice cloning tests in multiple. I'm curious how close this cloned voice will be compared to my original reference phrase. I really like this one. So let's do this in German language. So the same code block. We'll use a German reference phrase. So let's just download the ref in DE. Dies ist ein einfacher Referenzsatz für das Klonen von Stimmen in unterschiedlichen freien Sprachsyntheseprojekten. Okay, so this is the reference audio and the transcribed text. And the text to be spoken, ich bin sehr gespannt, wie gut die Ähnlichkeit meiner geklonten KI-Stimme ist. So I'm curious how close my AI voice is compared to my original voice. Language German, and should be saved as voice clone DE. Well, let's hit save. No, play. And while this is downloading and doing its magic, and before you grab yourself something to drink, do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and share my Thorsten-Voice YouTube channel with other voice technology open source enthusiasts. So thank you for all your support. So task is finished, and we have our voice clone DE wave audio. Let's listen. Ich bin sehr gespannt, wie gut die Ähnlichkeit meiner geklonten KI-Stimme im Vergleich zur echten Aufnahme ist. What do you think? Obviously, I cannot be objective in this case, it's my personal voice. Let's do direct comparison between my originally manual recording and the cloned version. Dies ist ein einfacher Referenzsatz für das Klonen von Stimmen in Ich bin sehr gespannt, wie gut die Ähnlichkeit meiner geklonten KI-Stimme im Vergleich zur echten Aufnahme ist. Impressive, in my opinion. But again, please let me know in the comments on what you think on this voice cloning, voice designing, and on the capabilities of Qwen TTS in general. So, and for now, that's it. I really hope you liked this video, you enjoyed it, and yeah, I'd be happy to welcome you to my next video on this channel. And until then, have a nice day. Thank you and bye bye.